Jujutsu Kaisen just made the perfect Digimon reference in the first episode of Season 2. This is actually a scene straight out of the manga, so it came from the mangaka's head, not the anime writing staff at MAPPA. This Digimon reference has existed for several years in manga form, but because of how weird companies can get with IP rights, it was never certain if this reference would make it into the anime or if it would get left on the cutting room floor. In the scene, Gojo and his classmate Geto are being educated on Tengen-sama, an immortal Jujutsu sorcerer. They learn that immortality does not equal eternal youth, and that when Tengen ages, whatever body hosts the sorcerer slowly ceases to be human and will become a higher form of existence. In theory, they're told, as Tengen evolves, they would cease to be Tengen and become someone or something else entirely. Tengen could even be a threat to mankind, so every 500 years, instead of letting Tengen evolve into a new type of life form, the sorcerers find a new human vessel for Tengen to inhabit, essentially resetting the evolution clock back to the start to avoid that unknown evolution. You're probably thinking, what does this have to do with Digimon? So after saying nothing for the entire scene, Gojo finally chimes in with an analogy that helps him and the audience wrap their head around what we've just been told. He says, quote, "I get it, it would be fine if he turned into Metal Greymon, but we can't have him becoming Skull Greymon, so we have to start him over from Koromon." This is super fun. Gege Akutami throws in a lot of pop culture references throughout Jujutsu Kaisen, but the Digimon reference and how specific it was definitely had a lot of Digimon fans jumping out of their seats. I'm sort of curious how many people don't know Digimon who watch JJK and had that line make things even more confusing for them. One cool thing about this reference though, this Jujutsu Kaisen arc is sort of a flashback period taking place in the year 2006. It's a prequel story set before season 1. The character Gojo was a teen at this point in the timeline, and according to chapter 96 of the manga, it specified that he was born in 1989, meaning Gojo would have been about 10 years old when Digimon Adventure first began airing in 1999, making him really the perfect age to be a Digimon fan when it aired. Now, suddenly a teenage Gojo using Digimon as a reference in the year 2006 makes a ton more sense, since he would have been a kid at the height of Digimon's popularity. Last cool thing about Digimon and Jujutsu Kaisen before I let you go, I posted online about how much I thought this reference ruled, and Jeff Nimoy, known by Digimon fans mostly as the voice of Tentomon, replied and said, "My world's coming full circle." If you don't know, Jeff Nimoy is an anime voice actor but also a script writer. He's one of the key writers responsible for the English dub of Digimon and Digimon the movie way back in the day, but he also more recently worked on the English adaptation of Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the theatrical film from a couple years back. That's why he said this scene represented his worlds coming together, you know, Digimon from back in the day and Jujutsu Kaisen from more recently. Super cool, super fun little reference for all the Digimon and JJK fans out there. Thanks for watching. I certainly recommend Jujutsu Kaisen if you're not watching. I'd say try out the movie first, and if you like it, maybe dive into the anime's first season. I also did a spoiler-free review of the film last year, so I'll link to that below. Subscribe if you like little videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.